Hello everyone, and welcome back to Aven Colony. Last time we left off, we had just started building our colony. In fact, this one's pretty close to completion, because the only thing I need to complete this colony is an Earth History Center. We're not there yet. In fact, we're lacking the desperate needed resource of Nanites. So we're just gonna move onward. So, yep. I think currently we're waiting for time to pass. Because I need Nanites, and I need missions to complete. Two of our missions: build a chemical plant and export barley. I can't do at the moment due to simply the amount of resources I have. I don't have enough nanites to build a chemical plant, which the only reason I need to build that is for drugs. And all my farms are currently dedicated to other things, although I can switch them over. Problem is if I switch things to barley, I do not know how well they will do. And it would have to be our greenhouses at any rate. So here we have our greenhouse. If we look at our food chart, so we go to our graphs, we go to, not that one, this one, crops overlay. We can see that barley does okay. So we're actually going to switch this guy over to barley, which they already did. That was easy. And we're going to switch this one over to barley as well. So we can start exporting barley. Sadly, we're out of potash, but I believe there is a potash mine somewhere. We have an iron deposit and a potash deposit, which is quite close. That's only if I want to mine that. Either way, we're going to do one thing, not the storage depot, not the geothermal generator, the trade hub. We are going to open up the trade hub, open up the trade UI, and let's start exporting barley, which will give us 280 candy. Iron, I don't feel like exporting. Iron is what we turn into nanites after all. At least one of the things we turn into nanites. Our power isn't doing too bad. If I believe both of our... I somehow clicked a tunnel. We're currently absorbing power on one of these batteries. We're actually going to have it idle. Power drain is not as bad. Heck, I might as well fill it while I can, so I will. Anyways, when it comes to chemical plants, Tier 1 is 44 nanites and 22 power, which I do not have thanks to winter. We have both of our geothermal slots filled, at least the ones available on this map. We do have this resource pod down here to get, which is just gold, bread, and nanites. We may do it just for the nanites. I only need a Tier 1 drone hub over there after all. So, if we actually look at our drone deployment range, we can see that the construction drones are just out of range. I would have to go at least here. And then from that, we go to our drone building. It could easily reach that container. And we're just going to connect this to the colony. And then probably dismantle it, maybe. I don't know. We're not spending many nanites here in order to get a simple container. And the most expensive thing is the drone hub, which is 10 nanites, plus the 2 nanites per tunnel piece, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. Okay, so we are spending a bit. But I can easily recycle that. Instead of idling, you could provide power. There we go. Actually, idling. It was just fine idling. And then we'll have this drone go fetch this. That'll give us our nanites. I believe that happens immediately. Well, once it's done scanning it. Alright, so we have our nanites. We have our increased food. We're just going to recycle these. Will it recycle itself? That is a question. Yes, I know it lost power. I dismantled the power. Here we picked up our crate. Not our crate. Immigration vessel docked. We're currently at 85 people. Let's see. Our morale is getting low, mainly because of consumption. The only way to improve consumption, let's see, we have our entertainment buildings, would be a retail center. Retail centers cost quite a bit of power, though. We do have the bar and grill, which is just improved food quality and happiness and stuff like that. Crime isn't doing too bad. Crowding, though. Sorry, I need you guys to be crowded. What do we need for that Earth History Center, anyway? I believe I actually need to build... I already have a research plant. According to the research, I do not need to do anything for that. Earth History Center, 360 nanites and 80 power. Ouch. So yeah, we'll work on that. VR Center. We may want to do this retail center. It is starting into spring, so we can get more power. We'll have you guys absorb power for now. And there's nothing we can do power-wise. We have this up here. 100 nanites, which I think I will do that for. Build a drone hub here. Grab it, and then instantly sell it. Definitely no other sources of power, at least in terms of geothermal power. Yes, yes, build. Build faster. Pick up. Alrighty. So let's solve our power problem first. We don't need more batteries. If we can find some Zorium, which I believe we have some Zorium right here, we can start using Zorium, which, yeah, that's a lot of power. A lot of nanites, too. Okay, we got the nanites. We will recycle that. Alrighty, we're going to go for the Zorium right here. Build a mine. Build some tunnels. Luckily, they can just go through the solar panel. Solar panel acts like a tunnel underneath it. More immigrants. And we will upgrade this mine. What will I get? Nanites and ration packs. I'm not too concerned about that. I think we'll also build this iron mine. Might as well at the moment. Mining accelerants. Huh. I could probably need a chemical plant to do those. Right back to work. We want that Zorium quickly. Alrighty. I believe our nanite processor, we need to make sure for some reason it doesn't take Zorium. This is a copper mine. Let's see. Nope, it does iron, copper, and Kelco. We will upgrade that so it does nanites faster as our Zorium starts to pour in. We've already recovered quite a bit of it. And we're going to build a Zorium generator. Maybe not the best place to build it. But heck, who cares? This is going to be a lot of nanite cost, but it will be plenty of power. And that is bright to look at. I will not lie. Chemical plant. Should we build one? Let's see. Let's go to our population graph. Not our happiness. Our housing overlay. Or I guess... crime. Crime is pretty low. Commute. This is the worst commute. And that's mainly for power. Not the crops. Employment. There we go. I'll build another residential structure up there. Which is the people. Ouch. Habitat tier 1 it is. Alright, we have our Zorium generator, which if we turn off the overlay, looks quite sweet. And is providing currently 117 power. We can put that in a low burn mode. More immigrants. Alright, how do you impact O2 quality? We'll get another intake fan. Alrighty, turn off the air overlay. Upgrading it will be 44 nanites, not a bad cost. Alrighty. I spent a lot of money pretty quickly, considering I need to be saving it. We want everything on high occupancy mode. This additional house may help with the overcrowding problem they've been complaining about. Happiness building wise, we can do a retail center. That seems to be the most centralized location. Yes, build. Hey, new immigration vessel. If you have 5, that'll be great. And dock. Dock? There we go. Nope, it only had 4. Alrighty. Retail center. Get some workers, that'll increase the happiness by increasing the amount of consumption. Can't do anything about that. I can upgrade it for 12 nanites. For now, we won't bother. We'll look at our nanite processor. It's processing pretty quick. If we go to our mining structures, we can build another nanite processor. I don't think we need another nanite processor. We just need to actually complete missions. Barley for all. Our water is neutral. Perfect. Let's see. More barley. Because I need to export barley. For some, I must have clicked cancel by accident. I thought I would get through this faster. It's just that waiting for nanites. Waiting for nanites, and I'm doing what I said I wouldn't do. So we'll build that. This ship is taking off with barley, I assume. I wish I could see what was on it. Anyways, can't do that. Trade ship is ascending by flying that way. So the colony ship must be that way. In orbit, of course. Okay. We have 3 new immigrants incoming. It's on its way. Excellent. More nanites. Of course, this one could always be more efficient. Okay, 3 new colonists on the way, which will get me reach a population of 100. Woo candy. Aven Outfitters. Sail. This soul only. I believe I've explained this in my Sol Zero video, but a sol is the amount of time this planet takes to go around its sun, as opposed to a day, which is Earth going around Sol, Earth's sun. Of course. Derp, derp, derp. Okay. Well, let's just speed it up and wait. I believe we'll be fine power-wise. If not, I can always switch this to full burn mode. Excellent. Nanites and candy. Win a referendum. I haven't seen one yet. We got candy and exported barley. Halfway there. Just under halfway, actually. Alrighty. Looks like we don't need to put it into full burn mode. And this isn't even with the batteries. Alrighty. Winter comes so quick here. We can build that chemical plant. Not that. That. I probably want to build that away from the air intakes. We'll build it here. Near the air intake. Good job, me. Paying attention 100%. Okay, exported more. Got that. New mission. Manu 100 drugs. For some nanites and quinoa.
As you recall, the Constitution guarantees your citizens the right to vote on their colony governor.
Huzzah.
Time is upon us again.
Citizen will cast their ballot at the end of the winter season. You receive polling updates at the start of each season until blah blah blah. More immigrants. Let's see. Mind mold. We need to start growing some xenosage. So, we'll switch to... it's not that good of a harvest over here. It'd be better you stick to melons. We'll switch you to xenosage. And... you can also... well, wait, what was the other drug I needed? Xenosage and Entari. You can do Entari. Which grows better here? Alright, where is our other farm? Should be around here. If we close this overlay, I said close that overlay, you're growing that. Not broccoli. We had you on rice.
I need your help to balance our
Import 300 beer. Alright, what do you guys want in exchange for beer? More barley. Yeah, sure. We'll export more barley. Didn't I send you guys... no, I didn't send you guys beer earlier. Alright, we'll start growing that. Apparently we make 20 of that at a time. Alright, what is our colony status? Okay. I think we can stop growing Entari and go back to barley. Looks like mind mold produces quite quickly. Huh. Turn water into antivirals. Or antibiotics. Makes sense. Shrug. Anyways, corn syrup. We completed the make drugs. Let's see. Enhances compliance. Users are far less likely to commit crimes. Has opposite effect when withdrawn. There's a lot of demand for mind mold. Please export 200 mind mold. Okay, I can do that. Once we're done with barley for beer. Alright, we're working on that. Okay, crime. Apparently there is still crime. If I wait just a bit longer. That's only 10 nanites.
I've compiled some feedback to help guide you in the upcoming referendum.
86% of the vote. Perfect. There aren't enough medical facilities. There are too many people. There's not so much. There's plenty of food. Don't give me that. Medical facilities I can understand. Let's see. That would be here. And it cost me 30 nanites. And I need 360. Alright, fine. You get a hospital, you babies. Hospital. You guys don't need a hospital. It's how much power? That is 22 power. I can handle that. And since it's literally converting water... Alright, we're going to build another greenhouse. We're going to do it for Xenosage. And we're going to do it here. And another greenhouse for Intari. And we'll do it here. Excellent. Once we get those growing, we'll continue producing. Something tells me antibiotics and antivirals are not meant to be produced by water. Alright, we turn this to normal burn mode. Turn this to steam recovery mode. Oh, apparently that had to kick on the battery. Or not. Do I just not produce water? Turn that back to low burn. There's no power issues. Excellent. We've imported beer. There we go. Looks like my water was stuck. Or it just produces to a maximum. Alright, so it looks like it goes down the list. Are people already taking mind mold? They must be. I only produce in stacks at 20. Alrighty. What else can I make drug-wise? I would have to research it. Kelko sludge is manufactured from Kelko plants. Amberjoy, increased productivity. Bliss. Tari bread. I'll need a mill for that. Antari oatmeal. Groji beans. Need a mill. Kelko sludge, we already went over, which just needs a chemical plant. Quarry beans. cure
I've
a
consulted with the
pie.
inhabitants of the colony, and they've given me some feedback that might help.
You have drugs. There's plenty of drugs. There's plenty of tunnels too, people. Fine, we'll do that. We'll even do this. Looks like I'm winning the referendum, though.
There's a referendum election coming up soon.
85% in favor. More immigrants. Trade vessel. I believe we're still exporting barley. It's only 50 more barley, so it should be easy. And then after we're done with the barley, we will switch to exporting drugs. Which means I need to produce more drugs. Wow, they go through antibiotics and antivirals quickly. Right, we're going to switch you guys to mind mold, because I need to be able to start exporting that soon. Very unhealthy. But we're in space, so what do we care? Give me my soda. I have some ginger beer. I should drink some. Alrighty. And why would you tell me they're distributed? Once they're out of there, they're out of there. Alrighty. Our exporting is coming along nicely. I believe we'll get 60 beer in return. We have more immigrants, although I don't think anyone actually came. Our food is stagnating. Alright, mind mold wise. Okay, I think that'll be good. We'll move back to antivirals and antibiotics. 22 nanites. Yeah. I think we're good. Right now, the main issue is lack of employees. Alrighty. Let's see, 84, 164. We're done with barley. I need something else. I believe it's broccoli over here that did good. Corn does good. Again, we're done with barley. More melons. This is my drug farm, and let's see, that's drug farm 1. And drug farm 2.
I've consulted with the inhabitants of the colony, and they've given me some feedback that might help.
You guys have pills. We are not running low on food. Guys act like we'll starve any second. Alrighty, let's export that beer. Those drugs so we can get some bread. New mission.
I got a special objective.
Research bread and oatmeal.
We're concerned about the food situation in your colony. Hunger appears to be a growing problem.
We have 981 tons of food. We're fine. Calm down, people. Alright, we'll build another greenhouse. Let's see. We'll go with not broccoli. The issue is we're in winter. Corn. Could always use more corn. Food is fine. Yes, we're doing that. We're exporting drugs. I should be done with this by now. If I recycled a bunch of buildings. Let's see. Okay, we currently have 125. You can switch that over to melons. We can switch this over to something else. Well, little food again. Not really. We have plenty in stock. I wish it would warn me about load food when we're actually almost out. Maybe like 100 tons left. I can understand, hey, you're producing negative food, but you do that just by flashing the thing. And don't tell me citizens are starving when there's 800 tons of food. I assume these are tons. Units. Units of food. How are you doing, chemical plant? I wish it would tell me how much of each plant it takes, because the way this is worded makes me think it takes 1 and 1. Warning, low food. Again, shut up. You're not going to starve through winter. We're doing fine. Especially considering we're importing bread. I think I'm the longest person to ever play this first stage. I'm taking way too long to do a lot of things. Oh look, food! In exchange for drugs. Yeah. Anyways, it's been about just over half an hour. We're going to finish this colony next episode if it kills me. This has been Opirian. Hope to see you guys next time.